Hi, I would like to wish you first of all healthy, then also happy and successful New Year 2021. May all your dreams and goals come true in this year. If you are watching this video right now, then congratulations, because most likely you decided to do something for yourself, to move your life forward in some way, to start proactively working on your life, so that you can soon honestly say, I really love my life. Of course, we all face some negative situations from time to time, but there are also numerous positive actions that we can take to improve our lives, to make them even happier and more fulfilled. But no one else, only you can create such a happy and fulfilled life for yourself. If you're watching this video right now, you likely set some personal goals, and I'm happy to share some tips from my experience that may help you to achieve your goals. The number one tip is, don't talk about your goals. The main reason why you should keep your goals a secret is that when you talk about your goals, you may feel that you already done something for them. Well, this is not true, because you haven't taken any action yet. You only told about them to your friends or family, while your brain may judge that you already done something, and your motivation to take some real action may decrease. Of course, if you are already in the process of taking some specific actions and somebody asks you about it, you don't have to hide it. I just mean that it's maybe better not to talk about your goals proactively, especially those challenging ones. Instead, let your actions and results speak for you. When people around me ask me about my personal goals, some of them already know that I usually set some goals. I mention rather those smaller ones, rather than challenging goals. And it's not because I would like to hide something, it's just for the simple reason. On the other hand, it may be a good idea to share your goals with a person or people who may somehow help you, advise you, or support you in achieving your goals. A very important point to meet your annual personal goals is break down your yearly goals into monthly, weekly, and finally also daily goals. As I mentioned in my previous video about setting personal yearly goals, to write them all somewhere is really crucial, but it's still only the first step. To accomplish your goals, you need to stay in touch with them all year. It means that you need to set also monthly goals based on your annual goals, then split your monthly goals into weekly ones, and finally identify small daily actions that will altogether help you to accomplish your main yearly personal goals. I will provide you more details on how I usually break down my annual personal goals in the following video, which will be uploaded next week, so make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Another tip you really shouldn't forget about is reward yourself and celebrate the accomplished goal. If you reach a specific, more challenging goal, don't forget to reward yourself and celebrate your small wins a bit. You worked hard, so you definitely deserve it. For example, when I completed my challenging goal, a half marathon run, I stayed a little longer in the mall where the run finished, also with my friend, and we decided to eat there. As a kind of reward, I bought fried cheese with fries. After such a run, it's definitely not the right food, but at the moment, I simply decided not to think about what was right, and I allowed myself to buy this not so healthy food, which I eat really rarely. I simply rewarded myself this way. Or for example, when I set my financial goal to reduce my unnecessary expenses and save the target amount from my salary every month, I motivated myself by setting the specific reward in advance. So it was like, if I reach my financial monthly goals in the first half of the year, I can buy something that I really don't need. I only want it worth €100. And the last but not least thing I would like to point out is, it's all about progress, not perfection. And so it should be also with your annual personal goals. In 2019, when I began to feel the lack of motivation, I bought a book about goals. And it was interesting because the author mentioned that the main reason why people usually give up on their goals is that they look for perfection. This means that when they see that they won't be able to achieve their goals 100%, they are discouraged and give up their goals completely. That's why it's important to know that most likely you won't be able to reach all your goals 100%, either because you set too many goals, or maybe due to some unexpected circumstances, or you may want to reassess the timing of some of your goals. For example, one of my goals for 2019 was to create photo books of all my pictures from the university life, trips, holidays, as I felt that I wanted to tidy up my memories a little. This goal sounds easy, but it required a lot of time, as it meant to collect thousands of pictures, to choose the most suitable ones, to sort them, etc. And I set myself really many different goals for 2019. So in October, when I still didn't take any action on this specific goal of creating photo books, it was quite clear that I won't manage to accomplish this goal in that year. But since I already knew that it should be about progress, not perfection, I at least started. So I at least created one photo book of my trip to Mexico. And I simply decided to move the rest to my 2020 goals. So finally, all my photo books are completed now. I hope you find these few pieces of advice helpful in accomplishing your annual personal goals. And let me end this video with Mark Twain's words. Without dreams and goals, there is no living, only merely existing. And that is not why we are here. I really hope to see you also the next week, and hopefully also with better audio, as I already ordered the microphone. So let's see. And if you have any questions or you would like to provide any feedback, I'll be really glad if you leave your comment under this video. Have a wonderful rest of the day.